Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a video in the Object 257 on Lakeville. Now, for a long time I stopped playing certain vehicles, the ones that I wanted to get 3 marks on, because with the broken controller it was affecting my gameplay and I didn't want to ruin the marks, so I held off playing them. Once I got the new controller, I started playing them again, and that's why you're going to see a few more Object 257 replays as I'm making my way towards the 3rd mark. So in this game, I'm top tier on Lakeville in a platoon with Felix and Finley. Felix in his Conqueror, Finley's E75. And we're actually just about top tier. There's only 4 tier 9s on each team. So already, I was expecting a very good game for marks this game. And there's actually going to be a few important notes this game. Just as a bit of a heads up for later, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but past few weeks to a month, it feels like a lot more people have been capping. Not just the enemy team trying to cap me, but my team trying to cap the enemy. And as such, I've lost a lot of games to being capped out, so I've been a lot more aware and conscious of the fact that the enemy might try and cap. And that usually I play so aggressive that I'm not able to get back in time to decap, because I'm usually at the front line towards the enemy base. So I try to play a bit more carefully now, to where keep an eye on the map, see where the enemies are, and keep myself in a position where I can get back to base if need be. And that's going to play in very handy this game. Because at first, as you can see, I'm leaving the base and I'm pushing into the town. They have a fair few heavy tanks on their team, and I'm hoping to run into, hopefully all of them, if I can. We have a lot of teammates here ourselves, which is very good. Now they have 2 artillery, who I don't need to be too wary of on this map, because usually I don't get hit by them unless I'm going down the valley. And I did notice there that we don't have too many people down the valley, so I want to get damage here, and then go back to base, because it does suck if you get capped out, but only if you get capped out quick enough through and gun marked. Other than that, I'd rather lose and get good damage in the town than go back, stop getting capped out and have shit damage. Now watch here, I get penned through the front by a Tiger 2 standard round because I'm trying to side scrape with a pike nose on a front mounted turret vehicle. So I'll quickly fix that by going into reverse side scraping, and you're going to see they can no longer pen me. There you go. So you saw me side scrape, you saw the Tiger 2 pen me with standard rounds. That's why you don't side scrape in the 257, the IS-3, even an IS-7 against high tier vehicles or the Farm Premium. Because you angle that pike nose, you make it flatter when you side scrape, and they just pen straight through it. That's why you reverse side scrape. It removes the pike nose weak point. Now I couldn't quite see the lower plate of that ST1 through the grass there, so I unfortunately bounced up a plate. But there's still lots of damage we have here. Probably shouldn't have taken that shot. He was only on 52 hit points, but whatever. I need to get rid of him. Looking at the map, there's quite a few enemies still left over here. But I do want to start slowly making the way back to base. Not make way back to base, but I don't want to move really too much farther forward. So I'm having a look at the centre. There's actually a Batchat and a Waffle back there, which is... The fact there's a Waffle tier 9 in the centre is not good, because it's got view range and a very nice gun. He can overmatch me if he's using the more competitive gun, I would say, on the Waffle. But he could still be an issue. Especially if I do try and make the push back to base. Gets on to Ferdinand. And I just want to get one more off before I'm actually going to start pushing towards base. I do unfortunately bounce. And now it's time I need to go, because as you can see there's only 2 artillery back there. I say defend the base, to let our team know enemies are there. And now, it's going to be a bit awkward because I want to get back to base, but there's the Waffle and the light tank in the centre. Now what I said, the Waffle can't overmatch me if he's using the good gun, so I should be able to expose my side and have a reasonable chance of bouncing. I've loaded the hate because I'm going to need to make sure I can pen these people, because it's no ho and a 50 TP that I know of over there. So I get spotted, I stop, and then I look at how much time we've got, and I just have to go for it. Now, the important thing about decapping a base with multiple people in is each person has a certain amount of cap points. So what you need to do is, you need to alternate who you shoot each time you shoot in order to make sure you get all the capture points. For example, I've decided I'm going to start with the Nomad, and then move over. I make a bit of a mistake, because the Nomad's just been shot, so he's already lost his capture point. So you'll see I shoot him, he don't lose anything, because he already got shot. Now I'm going to focus the Yoho and the 50 TP. And luckily for me, this little hut here hasn't been destroyed, so actually, once I get the shot in the Yoho, and now I've decided, now that I've shot the Nomad, the Yoho, next need to shoot the 50 TP. I'm going to reverse side scrape round this hut. As I shoot the 50 TP. And now, I'm just keeping in my mind, I need to now go back to the Nomad, then it's back to the Yoho, then it's back to the 50 TP. You have to keep the order in mind of who has the capture points. Now, the enemy make a mistake here, in that they can destroy this hut here, and then I won't have anything to reverse side scrape round, but they're not. 50 TP is trying to do the right thing and sit in front of his Yoho, to make me shoot at him, but I'm not going to. And now I want to shoot the 50 TP again. Easy shot into his lower plate. And I'm just amazed they haven't blown up this hut yet, because they're just giving me all the space in the world to side scrape. Even the light tank could be the excuse me, could be the one to destroy this building. Yoho's down. I don't really need to hit anymore, but you know, just making sure I can stop him from capping. I mean, we're safe at this point. Finley finishes off the 50 TP, and now I switch back to APCR. And as I said, that whole engagement could have been different had they all just destroyed that hut, and then they all would have had my tank shoot out. The front of my tank would have been easy pen for the 50 TP. The ass of my tank would have been easy pen for all of them, and they would have had shots in my ass had they destroyed it. So that's the main mistake on them. Just be aware if the cover your enemy's hiding behind is destructible, and if it is, destroy it. Obviously if it helps. If it's not helping, there's no point. But you know, if someone's side scraping around something, if you destroy it, they're not going to be able to side scrape as well. Finley gets the ram kill on the light tank, and now this game's pretty much as good as one. Because I've got the view range advantage on the tier 7 artillery. The French one might be able to outspot me if he sat there with binoculars or something. And I decided I'm going to go straight down the middle. And I'm just going to let you know that I am going to spot the tier 7 German artillery to start with, and he's going to be the luckiest tier 7 German artillery ever. And you'll see why as it happens. So I've spotted him. I'm going to aim him and fire a shot, and I'm actually going to hit his left track. And then Finley hits his right track. So that tier 7 artillery just fired a shot from a 257 and an E75. So there is no justice in this world, but thankfully the second shot, I don't mess up, goes nice and true into the target. And I don't get spotted either, which is nice. Now I've just got to deal with the French artillery. The nice thing about the French artillery is I'm pretty sure I can overmatch him if I hit him anywhere. So hopefully, unless his tracks absorb it again, I should be able to pen this one. Aiming in. And the shot again goes right where I was aiming it. So a very nice game for Marks of Excellence, this one. Just a nice game overall. Would have been quite sad if we did get capped out. That's why I stayed towards the center of the map instead of pushing towards the enemy base, because I was aware that they might try and cap. And that's actually what ended up winning us the game. 53,000 silver, 6,290 damage for the high caliber, 600 assistance, 1,500 block, 5 kills, a Pascucci's for 2 arty kills, which is always nice, and a very well deserved defender medal if I do say so myself. As I said, that game should have gone and could have gone a lot differently had the enemy just destroyed that hut. I was side scraping around at my base, but they didn't seem to want to shoot through it. I don't know if it's just they didn't know they could, but either way, that helped me, and the fact their artillery couldn't hit me also helped me. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.